Shaman. This is Jungleintuitive. This is a YouTube channel where I do usually collective tarot readings and pick a piles. I also do personal private readings for people upon request. And today I was asked to look into some current affairs today, which is the election, the results of the U.S. Election that just passed us right now. I'm trying to figure out a way to talk about this in a fairly neutral way. Because this is, I usually use this channel to talk about, to use the spiritual messages as a vehicle to carry, information that is not so dense with opinions. Politics is opinions. And it is all man-made, and a lot of the times I'm reading into things that are beyond the veil, so this is going to be kind of different for me. How do I talk about this? I'm not going to be I'm going to be, as like I said, neutral with the information I'm bringing up, within terms of good karma, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to be super extreme about my opinions here. And yeah, honestly, since I kind of dipped more into the spiritual world, I definitely took a step away from the political world. I used to be actually quite zealous about things like this. I was, old enough to vote around the last time Trump won, so I remember what that was like. But I'm gonna be really honest with you. For this election here, I wasn't as much in the loop. So I'm gonna be looking at this from a very, very, very outside view, because quite frankly, I don't know a whole lot. I think I just know what their names are and what some of them were representing. Because honestly, when I was trying to look for information on each of the candidates' policies, nobody was clear. Let me be real honest with you. I'm 28 years old, so I'm like a millennial, and I guess this is my reading of this whole situation. And I'm not going to, like I said, I'm not going to be super biased about things, but I'm going to say that in the past, I do have a little experience with really looking into stuff like that. But I'll be really honest with you. I have a huge feeling about how I feel like there was a lot of information that each person was emitting from the media. Because personally, when I went in the very sparse times that I felt like going and checking on the election or going and checking on what's going on in the news, I couldn't find any information that was solid about what each person's actual plans were. It felt very peppered over. It almost felt like, and maybe this is just my opinion, like I said, but honestly, in a I don't know what you want to call it, in a gut feeling way, intuitive way you want to say, I felt like before before Trump won, I felt like there was looking up information on their policies and stuff was kind of really hard. And I just felt like it became a competition about personality. It became a personality competition and less about what they're actually going to effing do. And I don't know if the other people feel this way, but that's just gonna be my one opinion / intuitive gut feeling that I felt looking at it. And that's how I'm gonna feel about it. I know I was looking up a little bit of videos online about how people felt, and there was not a lot of videos about reactions to the election. Nobody has information. Does anyone notice that? It's people are agreeing that somebody is bad, somebody is has literally a criminal past and literally has talked about really fragrant things against certain groups of people. But then there's another person, right, that's we don't even know what the hell they're gonna do or what they want to do, and then how they gonna I don't know what's going on. That's how I felt the whole time. I was just not that I was indecisive and not that I knew all of that. Like I said, I'm a millennial. I'm from California, and you know, I used to actually be really into like that stuff, and that's all I'm gonna say about it. And I went to like a school for journalism, so that's all I'm gonna say about that. But I don't. What I picked up is that there was a lot of information that was emitted from both sides, and I'm gonna pick up on what the heck's going on. I was requested by my friend and very good client G-Ster on here. She's been on here for a really long time. Shout out G-Ster. And she said that she isn't really herself into politics. I feel like a lot of us spiritual people, we're not really like into that, right? Like, you know, like that deeply, because it's all such a 3D, it's all so 3D based, and we're all of us are looking beyond. But it just felt like this person said in the comments, they said to look into it and check on the energy, because like she saw a video of somebody just being genuinely worried about, you know, our future and things like that, and made her emotional, and she just wants to check on it. And I feel like maybe some other people are also worried about our future. I am part of the LGBT community myself. I am trans. That's kind of, honestly, I don't care who knows that about me. I've talked about that at the very beginning of this channel. I talked about my involvement in the LGBT community many times in my experiences sharing in the collective, so I'm also going to share that as my point of view in some things that, but I'm not gonna like talk about that straight up on, like I said, I'm trying to make it super neutral, just like you guys like it. That's why you like my readings. You know, I don't like to lean in on this and that, and I don't like to pander on. I just believe in being being a good person. You know, that's it. So we're just gonna go into that. What is going on with this election? 10 of Wands. So immediately off the bat, 10 of Wands. The general energy, so I'm going to say the general energy of, let's say, the White House right now, after this win, is 10 of Wands. There's a lot of burden. There's an energy of a lot of scrambling. I'm seeing a lot of mess. I'm seeing like about like 20 to 25 to 30 people in like one office or one room kind of scrambling around, like a lot of people in suits and for like kind of like office wear just kind of running around here. It's a lot of scrambling. I just feel like there's an energy of just like discombobulation and disorganization. It just feels shabby. It just feels shabby. Like it was like once kind of like it was once something that was clean, and it feels like now there's like a little crumb. It feels like an old hotel, honestly. I don't know what this vibe is. Okay, what's the current White House vibes? 9 of Wands. Okay, so that's again, that's not such a good feeling here. I'm feeling like this is like a, I don't know who, sorry, I don't know whose sign is what. I don't know everybody's sign in the White House. I'm sorry, I didn't really look into it. Like I said, I'm looking at this from a very neutral, just straight from the cards. Think of me as like a man that was like hidden in a cave in a mountain for like the last 4 years and has no idea what the hell is going on in the government. Okay, like think of me like that, as this, looking at this. That's how I'm looking at this. So I don't know who's a fire sign. Maybe somebody's a fire sign, or just somebody that's like, somebody in the White House right now, especially, who's like, this could be somebody with like an anger issue, and it could be somebody that like maybe either runs the military or like, this is somebody like this is somebody that yells really loudly, but like people are paid to like cover it up. So like this is someone like going like, what the F do you mean? Like blah, like this person actually like tosses shit around in the office, or like, what the F do you mean we or like, oh, we lost this deal with the foreign nation and it's kind of like this is somebody that people are paid to like soundproof the room and like redact like even like recordings of this person having outbursts or something like this. Like it could even be from the media. Like this could even be somebody that like is in charge of like going into the media and like mass deleting shit off Google and things like that. I heard like CIA, NSA. Okay, and disclaimer, this reading is for entertainment purposes only. All of the things I say here is all just a projection of whatever I'm picking up from some damn cards. I am literally just some random guy showing pieces of paper to the camera. Please do not snipe me. Please do not assassinate me. Please do not look for me and have a fight with me. I don't know what the hell I'm saying. This is just for people who know what I'm saying, like, who want to be entertained and want to see if they understand what I'm bringing up here, because sometimes it's fun, like spiritual stuff like this is fun to look at. But Nine of Wands, yeah, it's like somebody's very pressed, like someone's very pressed right now. It's like the moment that like Trump was announced to win, it was like someone was just like fucking shit, like I'm feeling a wedgie, like someone feels like their panties are in a bunch, and it's like a masculine energy. Five of Pentacles, somebody knows that we're going broke, okay? Somebody in the White House knows that we're fucking going broke. Five of Pentacles, or like somebody's going broke here. Someone said we don't have enough money to fucking deal with this guy or deal with this. Hey, Devote, good to see you. Thank you, Devote, my hero. Somebody said we don't have enough money, or like somebody's being like kicked out also, because Five of Pentacles also represents like illness, homelessness, traditionally, and it's also like money loss, like financial, physical loss. I feel like somebody in the government right now is feeling like we are too broke to deal with this type of shit. Something about like we should be like protecting ourselves right now. Nine of Wands, we got ourselves into like someone said we got ourselves into like a really like bad situation, and we don't have enough money, and we don't have enough money to gamble on what the hell is going to happen next, because they feel like someone's going to be impulsive. Eight of Cups, okay, that's an emotional walking away. Eight of Swords, someone's going to jail. Okay, can I say, I don't know if this is controversial, or if this is already happening, or if this is something that someone knows. Somebody is going to jail. Like somebody here that's currently in the office right now, like they said something about how like they know that I got a notification, so confirmation. Somebody in the White House right now, and in the office, they know that they're going to jail, and they're like walking away from some sort of plan. And it's really weird because you wouldn't expect this, but maybe you would. Like there's a lot more corruption going on than we're like being shown. There's like a certain narrative being flipped that we're not expecting here, and it's like something to do with like violence, or like something to do with like using the finances towards violence that was unnecessary. I don't know what that is, that has isolated us or alienated us from others, something like this. And then it's giving me the vibe like somebody in the White House or the office right now, they know they're going to jail once this new president, or not new, but this president, or whatever, whoever's there, right, is coming back. Because there's something about like I heard, don't let the door hit you on the way out. Someone said to Trump before he like went out there, and I like I said, I know he went on trial. I was very zoned out for a while, for a second, so I don't know what the hell was going on in the world, but I know he went on trial, and like all of this crap happened, and he like, he got in trouble and shit. But it was like he got in trouble, but somebody was left behind that didn't get in trouble, like with him, that should have, that stayed back, and that lied. And it's like a devil's advocate. It's somebody on the other side, he said, like somebody that he has that's like helping somebody else. And it's like, it could be somebody that has a French name or a German name, I heard, because I'm seeing a scene in my mind. It's somebody that, it's like somebody that, I'm seeing a scene from like, what's really weird? It's a scene from like World War II. Like a World War II thing. I think it's a video game, actually. It's like a video game scene, World War II game, where like the lady she's like hiding that she's French, and she goes into the Nazi base, and she speaks German to one of the German officers but he's also secretly French or British or something. Like he's part of the other side, but they're both like hiding really, really intensely as Germans amongst the Nazis. So there's like a weird infiltration. I don't know what that is. Like I said, I'm not like affiliating either. I don't know what the hell's going on. I'm just saying what I'm seeing in my mind, and maybe somebody who's more like politically like knowledgeable what's going on can like assign shit that I'm saying. But it's like somebody said to Trump, don't let the door hit you on the way out, and it's like somebody with like a smile that's kind of like waving, and it's like they look good and he looks bad, but they should have been with him. Like they should have went down with him because they were involved in something, and this person is still in the White House right now, or they're still in the office right now. They're one of the people that was like not fired or replaced or something, and this person was part of it, and that person is like that person is afraid right now of like going to jail when he comes back, because there's something about how like before Trump was like kicked out or left and shit, like it's like that person was like giving like I heard they gave him like I heard like the like the kiss of death, like how in the mob movies like the boss gives you a kiss on the cheek and then you're like you're done, you're out. It's like something weird like that. I don't know what's going on. Maybe somebody's Italian. But it's like, yeah, like this is a really weird energy that I'm picking up on, but it's really dramatic. It's like this person's like sweating and I don't know who this person is, and it could be somebody that secretly has anger issues. This person could even also secretly have like charges, like assault charges, like assaulting like their partners in the past, whoever this is. But like I said, they're in the government. They could probably like hide it, or they don't talk about it very often, whoever this is. Thank you, Lorraine. Thank you to vote. I'm glad I'm not really looking at the chat, because I know that the chat's gonna be very like a lot for this one. Okay, what else? What's going on with what are some messages else about the White House right now at this moment since Trump won? Seven of Pentacles. Okay, there's a waiting. There's like that's a stagnation card, but to this, let's see. This is in the upright. So like, this is like a waiting game. Somebody's playing a waiting game here. Ace of Swords. They're waiting for the new start. I heard like there's like an eclipse in my mind. So there's like some people currently in the White House or like in the office right now waiting for the eclipse to come in. Like maybe they're waiting to lose their jobs. Some people are waiting to lose their jobs right now. Some people are waiting to see like who stays and who doesn't. This is really weird. How does I don't know if this is controversial, but I'm just gonna read it like I read, regular people. How does Joe Biden feel? Eight of Wands. There's a lot of messaging coming in here. I don't know what that is. That represents like really fast communication. Joe Biden. Eight of Wands. Okay, what about these messages? Four of Swords. Joe Biden is being given like some sort of text messages, lots of like instant messages to his phone or through, his assistants, saying that you need to get lots of rest right now. Like lay down. Eight of Swords. Why? Get lots of rest right now. Don't do too much. They said don't do too much. Lay down. Eight of Swords. Why Eight of Swords? Eight of Cups. Okay, there's something about like being trapped, something about jail, and then walking away emotionally. Three of Cups. Because somebody partied with someone they shouldn't have. Again, this is all for entertainment purposes. I don't know what the heck is going on. I don't know what I'm reading. Remember, I am just a mountain man that has been away from the media for the last 4 years. I don't know who is who and what is going on. But this is what I'm picking up on. Like they're saying you need to rest and you need to hide yourself, or you need to like maybe, I don't know if he's like, is he sick or something? Four of Wands. Okay, stability. 10 of Wands. Okay, a contract that's very burdensome. Preparing him for a very burdensome contract or some sort of case or deal. Like a commitment possibly that's very like stressful. They're preparing him for it. His team is saying to rest right now. Let us do all the work. Eight of Swords, because somebody partied with the wrong person. It doesn't have to be him. It could be somebody in his group. Like, somebody's preparing for something to pop off. I feel like what I'm seeing here is, like, I'm seeing, like, literally Trump in my mind, and he's got, like, a really bad, like, smug on his face. Like, I know something about you. Like, it's like he's coming back, and it's like, I know some shit. And it's, like, not looking very good. Wow. I feel like people are going to be very surprised. I'm going to look more into what the hell is going on with this guy. But, like, people are going to be really surprised about, like, what... I heard what went into the chicken nuggets, what went into the factory behind the scenes. You know what? A lot of people on both sides were friends behind the scenes. I heard the competition was a show. And then now I'm seeing in my mind, I don't know, this is like a stereotype, but like when, this is random, I don't know, it's a video based on a stereotype, but basically this person brought their partner who wasn't from their, from their family, same background, like not from like, you know, the same ethnicity to go meet their parents. And when that person left the table, their parents offered that person money to leave them because their parents don't want them to be with someone of another race. I don't know why I'm seeing that, but it's like, this is coming up in my mind with this group of people, like, but in the end of the video, they hide with the money. Like, the person agrees to break up with that person and takes the money, and then I feel like in the end they are outside sharing the money and pretending to be broken up and using the parents' money. So like it's like both of them are pretending to have broken up or not even be like on each other's side, maybe even hate each other, but some of them are like sharing the money outside. Like, I'm also hearing WWE, you know how like those wrestling shows, like they fight and it's all fake and it's all for like money, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's for entertainment. It's like all for entertainment. It's like they pair up certain people that are more entertaining to fight each other to like whoever gets the most like audience. Sorry, I'm at work right now. This is a attention competition. This was a attention competition, and I feel like this is something about how like Trump came from like the show business. Someone said he came from show business, but one of them didn't. But they both were trying to do the same thing with money. There's something about money here. There might be like some sort of exposure. Oh, sorry. Let's flip the camera. Sorry. It's like, there's some sort of like exposure here. Like, there's gonna be exposure maybe like when he gets there, like next year when he gets in there. I feel like something's gonna come out about like how he might have, I don't know, I said I heard I wasn't the only one partying. Like, he said I'm not the only one using the money like this. I heard something is unscripted, something is going unscripted, and he's gonna slip and say something, like he's gonna like run his mouth because like maybe people are gonna be really massively visibly upset with him when he goes into office. Like, there might be like even like his old supporters like going there and like testifying against him or something, and he might like pop off, or like he might pop off to media and say something about how like, well, like I'm not the only one who spent the money like this, and there might be like something that comes out about this. Yeah. Thanks, guys, for cleaning up the chat. There's something about like law enforcement as well. There's something about law enforcement, like I heard like somebody here could have promised to actually put more funding into law enforcement, but they actually, somebody's worried or scared or anxious because they actually have to follow through with this. And because of like the more money in law enforcement or some sort of change in like law enforcement or even military regulations, it's like forcing them to actually do things right, I heard. Or like something about like, yes, this money's going into it, but like somebody's nervous because they were trying, somebody was trying to make promises to like sway people to, you know, to go on their side, but they didn't realize like how much it actually like involved change. And I feel like what they didn't realize, so somebody, I don't know, this is just coming in my mind, and I don't know if this is relevant. I don't know at all. Like I said, I have been away from the media for like 4 years, 5 years. I don't know what the hell's going on. But like something about how like the reason why there is so many issues or like misappropriation of funds in law enforcement and military anyways was because of the lack of funding. Like there was an excuse, I heard there's like an excuse for less pay or like less money into like systems, like, oh well, even if that's not true, like even if they're like if the, you know, police is using the money wrongly, it's like they still had an excuse or something. But it's kind of like, it's like, oh well, now you all have money for getting the body cam, or like you all have money now to actually computerize a certain, digitize or something like this, records or something, like every single move or every single thing, like it's like they're, it's like instead of like giving them more power, it actually gives them less power or something, because there's like more liability, because it's, I don't know if this makes sense at all, or this sounds stupid, but that's what someone's saying. Like somebody didn't account for like what they actually chose in the long run, or like what they spoke out on. Also like something about like, somebody also said something about like a group of people or certain minorities, and they can't do that. Someone said they can't do that to a group of people that are in a minorities. Hey, good to see you. Okay. Five of Swords. You know what this is giving me? Like Three of Wands and an Ace of Cups. These people are like, at this time, they're literally, they're playing a show for, okay, I don't know if this is like conspiracy, but there's some sort of vibe of like, these people are playing a show for us. Like they're trying to like, they're all on the same team. They're just pretending to be like opposites, like ops, to just play us or some shit. I'm sorry if that is so conspiracy. They want me to say that. Like, they're literally saying like they think, oh my gosh, okay, I don't know if I'm gonna get in trouble for saying that or whatever, but it's not even in trouble. It's just, I don't know if it sounds stupid, not in trouble, but it's like someone said they feel like Trump is like actually like that crazy friend that they send out there to do the crazy shit that they want to say or do, but they can't because they're afraid, or their fans on their side won't let them, but they all talk to each other, or they all secretly drink together. I heard it was like, there's like a reason why he respects Kamala. Like people, I don't think people understand, like actually realize that like he respects her, and she kind of like isn't like really that much like against him. They're both like the same, treated the same, like with the same money and the same amount of corruption, just in a different color. That's what they said. Like I heard, we talked about this at the summit last year. Okay, that's again, I'm not trying, I'm just saying what I'm seeing because, and like I said, I pick up on people. I don't know anything about policies and shit like that. I just pick up on vibes, and that's what I'm seeing here. I heard cakewalk. Like they did this all in a cake. It was like a cakewalk. It's like everybody is like going along with it, and somebody is just like, yeah. They had a plan A and a plan B, and it was each plan was for whoever won, and they were still going to control us all anyways. Okay, I don't know why I'm talking like that. I'm sorry. I don't always conspiracy shit like that all the time. So I don't know why they wanted me to say that. 5 of Swords, yeah. Three of Wands in the reverse is expansion. So I'm seeing someone like actually want to retract foreign affairs for the country, or we might do that. Because Three of Wands is expansion and travel, but it's in reverse. So like someone wants to retract us in. Like they want to retract our reach. And this could have to do with war. 5 of Swords in the reverse. This is like, I don't want to fight anymore. I don't want any conflict anymore. So a war may end, or it may stop, or like somebody wants to stop like reaching out, and like they're taking their hand in, and it has to do with like fighting or violence or like some sort of like disagreement. So that's something that might happen that I'm seeing here. And then the Ace of Cups, it's like somebody wants to start new. 5 of Pentacles, because we're broke. 5 of Pentacles, we're going broke, and somebody wants to retract that. Okay, what's going on? Okay, this just fell. 7 of Cups. There's still a lot of confusion. There's still a lot of confusion as to what's gonna happen. Okay, now that I saw Joe Biden, how does Trump feel after the election? Give me some. How does Trump feel after the election? Ace of Pentacles in the reverse, and then we have 2 of Swords. So I don't actually see this as like, yay, I won. It's kind of like a preparation phase here. I also see like he's broke. Maybe people don't know this, or people do. I don't know what's actually been going on. I heard the legal fees actually took a higher cut, like a higher chunk out of him than people know. I heard he's been humbled, like financially humbled. Trump's been financially humbled, like, because it's in the reverse. So he's already like stressed or preparing or even like cutting budgets or something like this. We might see like less extravagant things this Christmas, or not like this Christmas, but like next Christmas, or like you might see like a huge difference, but they might try to spin it like, oh, he's humble, but it's really because this dude is like actually owes a lot of money to the government and to people. Like he's going in with a negative tab. 2 of Swords. Yeah, there's decisions he has to be making right now already. 9 of Wands, and it has to do with like going on this weird road without the money. Like there's something about 9 of Wands, me versus the world. Like he's trying to make decisions now, thinking about how like people already don't like him. Like a lot of people hate him, don't want to help him. And then there's something like in that office. And then there's also something about how like people that used to help him in the past won't help him now because he doesn't have money anymore. So there's something about how like he doesn't have money anymore because of these things. Like he seems like a liability now to certain people. He's not somebody that people want to invest in. Queen of Wands. There might be like some loyal friends that stay by him. So you're going to see people that were with him in the previous campaigns that are going to be with him there, just because they're loyal. It could be somebody that's female or identifies as female, somebody who's blonde. It could be just somebody that's a friend. 9 of Swords in the reverse. Definitely something about how like he's not anxious anymore though. Like he's not anxious anymore. because he was running out of money. And there's something about how if he were to lose this election, he would literally be forced to be a normal person. I don't think people know this, or people do, but like because of all of the legal fees, he was actually really close to the cut. And he actually, yeah, like also there's like a hidden health issue. He has a hidden health issue, or his wife does, or somebody does in the family that has also been draining their money that they don't want anyone to know about. Or like some sort of like injury that is like taking a toll, something like this. It's like more intense than we know. If he didn't basically, like, he saw the presidency as like a job interview, and it's kind of like he just feels less anxious now because it's like a job secured, as if it's like a job at the bank or a job at like Wendy's or something, or like, you know, a normal ass job like at the grocery store that he secured so he can buy himself food. Because it literally almost feels like this. It feels like he literally was really close to like homelessness, or no, I don't know if homelessness was real, but like a giant downgrade, like a massive downgrade, because of all the legal fees and all of the like some sort of shit going on in the background. Like he owes a lot of money that we don't know about. And it's like, if he were to lose this election, he would have definitely been out on his ass, like having to be normal, and he would have had to deal with like normal people like giving him a piece of their mind, which he was deathly afraid of. Like he wouldn't have been able to pay for like security, I heard. I mean, I know this, I don't know, I think the Secret Service still watches former presidents, right? But like there's something about how his life would have been like really, 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 really humbled, like to the point where they couldn't protect him or something. They are, because he knows that there are people that already don't want to protect him. So he's kind of, this is like a sigh of relief, like, whew, okay, like I have a place to live, basically. Like he sees the White House as a place to crash. Like he like I heard like we might even see like some Trump towers or some properties being shut down or sold, like secretly, or like without being shown in the media, like, because this dude is actually down bad. I heard it was almost like when he won, and it's kind of like his top secret behind the scenes BFF Kamala was like, oh yeah, you needed that anyways. Like it's weird. It's a weird vibe, guys. Like, yeah, Four of Wands. Oh my gosh. Yeah, see, something about the house, the White House. Four of Wands, that the building, the structure, the contract. I heard the emancipation. Four of Swords. Yeah. Retirement. Very weird. RK says Kamala's husband is a billionaire. Really? Yeah, he... Seven of Wands. Yeah, this is all about, like, defending himself. Defending himself now that he's in the house, you know, Four of Wands, like now that he's in that contract, in that structure, it's becoming about that now. Like, how can I show that, like, I'm not gonna F shit up? Because he's being put in a kind of a tricky situation right now. And now he has to prove to everyone that he can retract our hand. I heard, like I said, retract our hand out of, like, other countries or something, like, because there's something about a financial crisis. Okay, what else? Three of Wands. Seven of Wands. Again, so also, like trying to be sensitive about it, because there's people that want to, like, have war with us. Or by the way, I'm in America. I'm American. So this is us, as in, there's, like, Seven of Wands. Just a lot of self-defense here. Eight of Swords, because he knows he's going to jail. He thinks this is like a get-out-of-jail ticket card, but I don't think it is. Will Trump serve all 4 years? Will he get through all 4 years? Because I know some people were saying in the comments that like he might not make it through for some whatever reason, or like you know, his vice president might take over, because these are like elderly people that we're talking about, you know. Ace of Wands. Yes, let me be really honest with you. Yes, he's gonna make it through all 4 years, but on the last rung of his running as a president, he's gonna get sick, or there's gonna be a moment where like he actually can't show up anymore, and there's gonna be a big lie. There's gonna be a massive lie that carries out his image. I heard like hologram. I'm not being literal, but like I'm thinking about when like certain dictators have like a stunt double, and we sometimes don't know where the actual person is, or we don't know of where they are, like especially when they're sick, like, you know, how a king is like, you know, sick, or like even like, I don't know, out of shape or not looking good, and he has like a better looking stunt double that stands in for him. I'm seeing that in my mind, like like he might even have like a stunt double that like waves from far away towards the end of his presidency. There might even be a moment, and I don't mark my words on this because like I said, I've never read for shit like this, but I'm seeing him be like wheelchair bound. I'm seeing him in a chair at some point, or like actually like so sick or so injured or something like this, where he can't actually like move the way he used to. And there's something about how like he's gonna be like behind the desk, like still using his voice maybe over the phone or video or something like this, and there's gonna be like a stunt double or something like towards the end, so it keeps the image or the lie that like his name is the president, or he is the one that is actually running it, when it's not. Like it's a team of people, and he's like being fed baby food or something. Wow, I heard he's like gonna be fed baby food, or like maybe he might go. Okay, I'm not trying to be rude. I'm not trying to be like crazy, like dark or anything, because this is completely neutral. I'm seeing this guy like actually like get a stroke or something, and like lose some sort of ability to like actually function as normal, because you know how he always eats like McDonald's. It's like there's a moment where like he's not able to eat McDonald's anymore, and they still have to keep up this facade, and they might still order that McDonald's even though he can't eat it, and they might have another guy that's like kind of, thank you, that they might like, that's like a little bit like as heavier set, like he might even lose weight and we won't know it towards the end. Like we won't even know it for years after that. There's gonna be like a stunt double that like walks out there, like we won't see him very much. They might even lie and say that he's out golfing, or that he's out like in another country dealing with another leader, but he's not. He's like at home, like hooked up to a ventilator, I heard. Wow. Wow. Eight of Cups. I'm seeing a lot of his supporters walk away from him as well, though. I feel like people are tired of the same shit, and I feel like it's gonna be the same shit but a different flavor, but like maybe like more of his colors are gonna come through because of this humbling that's happening here. Because there's like a huge downgrade in his lifestyle for sure, and it's like he's not gonna be as I heard fiery or as open to like clap back as he did before. Seven of Wands in the reverse. Hold on. Six of Wands in the reverse. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna be really honest with you. He's not gonna do a very good job, like with something to do with defense. That sounds scary, doesn't it? Because the Seven of the Wands is in reverse, and that shows me disarming. there's something he's gonna do that's gonna disarm something that's wrong, like he shouldn't have, and it's not gonna be successful. It's not gonna make us successful in something or him successful in something here. Something is being disarmed. Oh. Whoa, you know what this is? The Page of Swords or Knight of Swords. That's like the Stalker. Hold on, I'll be right back. Let me go check. I need to go check on something. I'll be right back. Hold on. Okay, sorry guys. You know, right as I ran off because my door was unlocked, and I was just about to say the Knight of Swords represents stalking and it represents surveillance. And you know how I said disarm, surveillance, and then I went to go fix my lock. So there's something to do with national security or national, like the NSA. Right? Because this guy is watching everything you are doing on your phone. This guy is watching you on his screen. So this is like a disarming of some sort of security system, or disarming of like surveillance. It's not going to be successful. Maybe it's not maybe he's going to accidentally out some sort of information that proves that they're doing something unconstitutional to our devices. I heard Apple. I heard like something like, well, this is something that we already know that they're doing, but like something is going on where like we're finally being given the right to lock something. I heard China and Japan and Korea. Something about devices and apps and things like that. There's something about how we weren't before allowed to put the lock, and I'm seeing a padlock, put the padlock on it before. Something about somebody was bribed, because I was being handed a check here. Somebody was being bribed, like under the table, to leave the door lock unlocked, to leave the padlock unlocked, to something about security here, something about privacy. And it's like he might do something to disarm that, but by accident with the Seven of Wands in the reverse. And it's something about disarming. And I got an ominous feeling, like it's kind of scary, but now I'm realizing it's scary when we find out what they were able to do before. But there's something about how like too many people are going to know now, like it's undeniable, they can't cover it up, and now there's going to be something changed with like app privacy or like something, I don't know what that means. Something about like technology, definitely about technology, and like, and maybe something with Asia, like China, Japan, Korea. I'm hearing like something about technology in them, and yeah, like disarming. I keep hearing disarm something, and surveillance, disarming surveillance. Wow, thank you, RK, for giving me some insights here in the chat. Thanks, guys, for the... Because, like I said, I don't know anything at all about what's going on in there, but I'm just telling you what I'm seeing here. Okay, Four of Cups now. We're getting a Four of Cups. It feels kind of like lose-lose. I'm going to be real honest with you. I'm feeling like a lose-lose energy here. Like, rejected. It's like he won, but, like, he knows that, like, he's still rejected. I feel like before, when he won the first time, he knew that like a lot of people rejected him for a very good reason, right? Really mad. angry with him. But he was able to kind of like laugh it off, like, oh yeah, well, they just don't see what I'm gonna do, and I'm so cocky, and all these people like worship the ground I walk on, and kiss my feet, and blah blah blah, and I could do whatever I want with these sex workers, or with these anyone I want to people, or talk about them. And then now it's like, it's kind of like he doesn't have anything in his, he has no games to play left that is fun anymore. Like, people know everything he does, and now it's just a sense of rejection. So it's almost like as if he was doing those corrupt things in the first time he was doing his his first term as president, because it was like, I heard it was like a decompression, which sounds gross and sick in a way, because it's like, wasn't he like doing kind of like really nasty ass shit, but like on his time off or something? But it's like, I heard he was doing it for decompression, because it was like, okay, this is like the really delusional, like spiritual sounding side of it, but like if you're spiritual and you're already here, for a tarot reading, it's like the amount of evil eye, like he was dealing with so much evil eye that, like, because people were rightfully so, really upset with him all the time, that it's like he was doing this nasty, low down shit to decompress. And it's like, now that everyone knows his sick little nasty shit he does to decompress, it's kind of like, it's not de-stressing for him anymore. And now it's kind of like, he now is going to feel that genuine rejection from half the nation, or more than half the nation, or whatever you believe it is, genuinely, in your, whatever your opinion is, than before. Before, people were like, like screaming, from rooftops before, about it. And it was to the point where, luckily he didn't get away with doing some of the more outlandish, opinionated based, biased things he was going to do. But it's like something, it's kind of like, now it's like he's forced to actually like be a person. I heard he's forced to like actually try to be an American. I don't know what that means. Like, maybe he just wasn't like I said, something about humbling. It's like, the rejection is real now, and now he's gonna be a lot more subdued. It's almost, I don't know, it's like karma. Ten of Swords. Whoa, that means death, right? Ten of Swords, death. That's kind of scary. Okay, well, tell me what the death is. I mean, that could even be from the assassination attempt. That could even be how he feels after the assassination attempt with the Ten of Swords. Like, he feels like this impending sense of doom. Like it's kind of like the first time somebody actually like attempted and almost got him, right? They nicked him right in the ear. It's like he felt like in that moment, like, holy shit, like, now it's finally caught up. Like people are genuinely upset, like, and it's in the media. Like, there is no covering up of this. Like, you're the president, everything you do is like out there. Nobody forgets shit. And it's kind of like he's giving me like this vibe of like, just like almost a depression, like a secret depression, like he's not safe anymore, and then he can't do that nasty stuff with like the, what I'm talking about. Like, he can't do that. Two of Wands. Wait, what's the Ten of Swords for, though? What's the Ten of Swords for? What's the Ten of Swords for? I'm not going to say any names, because I don't know how things work on the internet, when it comes to things like this. I don't want to get in trouble. But, like, someone is going to pass away, and it's not him, it's somebody, Five of Swords, that competed with him, and it could be an air sign. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But also, Donald Trump, I think, is a Gemini, right? It could be him. I don't know. someone's passing away, and it's somebody that either fought with him. It could even be like the leader of another country that passes away. Ten of Swords. Could be someone that's up there in age. It's like somebody that's an opponent. This person's gonna pass away. It's somebody that has like, that's already there. Like, it's somebody that's not new. It's somebody that's already there, because Ace of Swords is in the reverse. So it's somebody that's like been his op or been his opponent, or like this is him, because, you know, this is all air, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or it's another Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But somebody's passing away here because due to some sort of truth coming out about him. Two of Swords, again, a confirmation about an air sign here. And it's somebody that's been there. It's somebody old. Two of Swords, it's somebody that makes decisions. It's a decision maker. So it's definitely like a leader of some sort. Somebody that manages. Somebody that's like, I don't know, like I said, like another government official. Knight of Pentacles. This person's passing away because they're not good with money. There's some sort of truth coming out about how like they spent the money wrongly here. They weren't, somebody that wasn't smart with their money, they're passing away. Who's actually good? Who's responsible? Wait. Nine of Cups. Somebody that this... Somebody that, it could be an opposing leader. An opposing leader, it could be like somebody that leads another country or somebody that's opposing to him. It could be an air sign, a water sign, or just somebody very cold, calculated, over logical, very emotionless seeming, very straightforward, but somebody that does things like really like aggressively or impulsively based on emotion. This person could be like somebody younger than Trump, or like somebody that is more immature, and this is somebody that's going to pass away, and it's somebody that's not good with their money. They spend their money wrong. They don't know how to spend it right, and it's somebody that caused Trump to actually have to be alone in this thing in the first place. And there's something about how he's going to do something to cause this this op of his, this like secret opponent, to pass away, and it's going to shift something really big here. It could actually be, like I said, like another leader or something. This person did something, was like involved in something that like ruined Trump's reputation, or caused it so that he had to like do things on his own, or expose the truth. It's like somebody that paid to expose the truth about him. And it feels almost like middle school friends. It feels almost like kids. Like, it doesn't feel like adults that are arguing or fighting about this. This feels like kids, like, oh, well, you said gossip about me. I thought you were my friend. I heard like a kid be like, well, I thought you were my friend. Why did you do that? And then it's like he's going to go around and like do something to that kid. Like, it feels like that. It feels so simple. Like, it's not about something intense, like about the people or people's lives or anything. It's about like this person doing something backhanded to him that he was friends with, and it's like has to do with foreign policies or foreign affairs, and he's going to like go and like get this person killed or sniped, and it's somebody that's kind of like, that's been there. They've been there already. Something about this, it could also play back to what I said about disarming the NSA, or something about spying or foreign affairs. Like with technology. Knight of Wands. Yes, it's somebody that's like younger, or like slightly younger, and they're impulsive. They're very impulsive. Like, they spend their money on extravagant, crazy shit, and they also are very like they're like, I heard they like their red button finger is itchy. Like, they'll drop a bomb. Like, this is somebody that wants an excuse to drop a bomb. It could be somebody that even is like in alliance with like 2 other countries. It could be like a group of 3 countries, or 3 leaders, or 3 organizations. but like this person is like the loudest or one of the loudest, or this could be a group of 3 nations or 3 like organizations that are all act like this. Like they spend the money like in really weird crazy ways, and then they're very like impulsive, like they get angry over the smallest things. This could even be like somebody that is like, yeah, like they arrest or punish people, or they have weird policies that are very like strict, like based on this person's emotion, like almost like, don't upset me, I'm going to like have you killed or something. Somebody very traditional. It's somebody very traditional. He's gonna have, so somebody might like pass away, and it might be due to quote unquote mysterious circumstances, but it might be kind of like an inside job or something like this to do, and it's not because, oh, you are, you know, a bad leader, or oh, because people are dying. It's more because you betrayed me. I came over and we played video games. You know, I'm just imagining these old ass dudes in suits sitting next to each other playing Xbox or PlayStation, and it's like you turned around and you spilled that stuff about my sex tape or my scandal, or you paid someone to go into the phones and mess with shit, and I can't be friends with you anymore, and now I'm gonna have you killed. It's like something like that. Like, I don't know what that is. Sorry if this is not making any sense. This is for entertainment purposes only. Hi. Thanks, Cat and Fiddle Tarot. Nine of Swords. Yeah, whoever this person is, they have a lot of anxiety. They have a lot of dread. You might see whoever this opposing leader or something like this in a foreign country. You might see this person look kind of like sickly or like gray. I heard we might see this person look really gray in the media, like whenever they're doing things with, something might happen in their country or their town or whatever they are governing, and they're gonna look really gray and like really sickly, like really out of it. It's because this person is very anxious or scared, or like this could even be another person that has body doubles because they know that something is gonna happen to them. Confirmation that it's like an air sign or like a water sign or something, or somebody with those like highly aspected in their chart. King of Wands. Fire. Could have to do with the military. This could be a... We're gonna see like a lot of like military upgrades. I heard there's gonna be a lot of things to do with the military here. It's like a lot of retracting foreign involvement and just developing the military, because it's like Trump knows that he's got lots of enemies, or like there's going to be something that happens quote unquote by chance to another leader in another nation that happens to be an impulsive move that, you know, no one's going to say that Trump did it, but like, you know what I'm saying? And he's going to like retract a lot of foreign involvement and start investing in the military on the home front. The Coast Guard and like the National Guard are gonna like, yeah, I heard those terms, like a lot of like, and then again, something about law enforcement, because there's like a fear of like something going on like at home on their home ground or something, which is kind of scary. It's like after this person is assassinated, they're afraid like something is gonna pop off. It's like going to do something, going to throw a rock, and then going in your house and locking all the doors and like hiding. Like it's something like that he's doing. And thanks to Vote for being here in the chat. That's one of my mods. Okay. I'm going to go soon because I'm hitting an hour and I didn't want to go too deeply into this. 3 of Wands. Again, something about foreign policies. There's a lot of retracting of that. I feel like this is also representing a lot of people moving out of the country. Moving out of the states. Like, I feel like there's gonna be, I mean, it's only 4 years, but like there's gonna be another country that might become popular, I heard, or like a lot of Americans might start flocking to another country soon. It might be a place we don't even like expect, and this place might get like really upgraded, or a lot of like money from tourism. Like a lot of people will live there because of this whole thing, because of the way things are being run over there. Like, hold on. Yeah, Five of Pentacles, because people can't make money anymore or something, like we're running out of money. I heard people need a stimulus and we don't even have the money for that. Like Five of Pentacles, like it could even be like recession, like more so. What is this country that people are moving to? Or like, where's this place that's going to become popular? King of Wands in the reverse. King of Cups. It could be like, well, the white flag is in reverse. It could be a place that didn't always have the best relations with the US, and that's what might make it really ironic. And it's a really large country, like a big place. It's kind of like, I heard like America's gonna be looking so bonkers that this place starts to look normal and people move there, and it's like the last place. It's becoming like a new hub or a new popular place because it's like the last place people would think, I heard. I don't know where this is. It could have like a male minister or like a male king or president. It's a place where people dress really extravagantly, and it's like they didn't always have the best relations here, and it's like a lot of people are going to be going there because it's affordable and because the quality of life is actually better. That's really weird. Hold on. Yeah, Joker. I heard it could be a new country or a place that's like, I don't know, wasn't developed a long time, or it doesn't have a lot of like infrastructure yet, and it's a place you wouldn't have thought. Ten of Pentacles, yeah, it's a lot of people are moving here because it's like people want to make money and they just can't make the money in America anymore, and they're leaving, and there's something about it being exacerbated in the US. I feel like the inflation, if you're asking about how things are going to be with inflation, I feel like it'll be like, yeah, I feel like people are already going to have a bad taste in their mouth, and it's not going to get better. Yeah, the inflation in the, like, I heard, like, with the Queen of Swords, the truth is finally going to hit people, and the like, something about, like, the American dream being de-romanticized. I heard it's like, yeah, we got all this, but, like, we can't even afford to have it, or we can't even afford to be here for it. It's like the people are no longer facing the lies. I heard you can't trust somebody who is always rich to know what we need. These people could even be in the South, because that's what I heard in that voice. Or somebody, some sort of leader in the South or from the South said that. And okay, so there might be somebody that used to support Trump that is in a state in the South that might actually also publicly like turn against him, and it has to do with like broken promises. Thanks, guys, in the chat. It's somebody in a southern state. They don't support him anymore. They're even gonna go against him and say it was a big mistake too, because they like hella they there's like a huge, I heard like emergency, I heard state of emergency, I heard like literal crisis, like I heard like almost everyone in that state cannot afford to live somewhere, like everybody's on the street, like everybody's sleeping on the street. The houses are all empty, and everyone that used to be in the house is now on the street, wherever this is, because they didn't receive some sort of help they were promised. And it's like there's like a loss of faith here. And at the same time this is happening, and this may become public, it may become news, there's going to be a lot of people flocking to another country or to other countries or a lot of places that we wouldn't actually have expected. Ace of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, people just see it kind of as like really stuck. Like you can't follow your passions anymore like as easily. It's like things are getting more expensive. Tell me about gas prices. That's what I care about. Six of Cups. So I feel like the gas prices might go back down a little bit. What does that mean? Hold on. Ace of New Start in reverse. I mean, the gas might like either go down a little bit and it might stay there, but it's not going to be too drastic. Eight of Wands. Yeah. I feel like it's a lot of the same thing, honestly, other than like things kind of reaching ahead and things falling apart. Six of Cups again. I feel like it's gonna feel like we turned back time. We might even go back to like pandemic times. I am not predicting at all another pandemic. Like, I don't think people are gonna be dying, but I feel like a financial pandemic, something about a financial pandemic might happen. There might be like actually like, I don't know what that means. But it's something is gonna feel like we're doing it all over again. Like something is gonna feel like we're doing the same thing again. Six of Cups. It's gonna feel like we turn the clock back a few years, and it might feel good for some, but for others they might be frustrated because it feels like stagnancy or we didn't really improve. But honestly, I feel like that's gonna show like in a turning down of price. Like maybe the costs will go down a little bit. Maybe like, housing costs or, certain policies about like tax and things like that will kind of like slow down. Fees will slow down. I don't know what that means, but yeah. So I don't know if that's a good or bad thing for some people. I mean, I heard it. I mean, it's not like we're going to be like how we are now, but it's just, yeah. I heard like before pandemic, so it might feel like we're actually going back in time to before we had the pandemic, but it's very slow. Ace of Pentacles. I heard there's gonna be, I gotta go. I have a weird sense I have to go. Okay. Ace of Pentacles. I feel like there might be like a big thing for like business owners. There might be like some sort of grant that comes out for people that own a business though. As for our rights, they want me to tell you that like there's no, do not worry. So in terms of like human rights, especially somebody like me from my community, they said that those things are not going to be taken away. Tell me about abortion. Three of Cups. Seven of Swords. So there will still be a way. If you're afraid about like things like that, where it's like women's rights, bathroom, marriage, basic things like this, this will be okay. there, I know there are some people who are really like worried about that here. I heard that there's a way around everything. Seven of Swords. There's a way around everything, and it's just kind of like they will not allow that to walk in front of the whole world. I heard the whole world wouldn't allow that. Like, they would literally. I don't know if we're part. Are we? Is the U.S. part of an organization? Are we part of like a allied? Or I don't know if we are. But if we, I forgot if we still are, but like, it's kind of like they don't, in order to keep up with other modern countries, I heard especially the Commonwealth countries, they're not going to be taking away rights from women or like literally like other people that are like fall under the categories of like, you know, immigration, LGBT, like even like disabled people. Like, those are not going to be taken away from you here. Because there's like a certain standard that we actually have to keep up to even be involved with other countries that are modern, like, you know what I'm saying, like the bare minimum, and that's not being taken away. So none of that is changing. It's too much work, honestly. And I heard something about how like it's all just to get the votes. Like, he said that shit just to get the votes. He doesn't actually believe what these people are like. I don't know. Because it's like, he always like kind of like, what do you call it? He always goes against like what he believes or said. Like, remember when he hired that trans lady? Or no, he didn't. I don't know if he hired that trans lady, but like that lady was like, I don't know, she was allowed to be in there with them, you know, deciding on shit. So like, I think it's more like, again, like popularity, personality contest, but nobody actually means what they say. And we're gonna see this play out. And I feel like I don't see a huge explosion here. I don't see a huge third world war. I'm gonna be really honest with you. I don't see that. But I do see a foreign leader like passing away, or like suspiciously somebody that's, maybe it could even be somebody in the States. It doesn't have to be a foreign leader that does like pass away, and this sets something off. But it I don't know, it stops something else though. It pauses something by accident. I'm sorry if that's vague, but I don't see another war here. Like, I don't see anything coming to America. But I just do see a lot of the same issues. Honestly, I just see a lot of like struggling here for a sword. Something about the healthcare system too. Something about healthcare is not going so well for a swords. Hey Death Star, how are you doing? Hey Kristen Wilkins, good to see you. Oh, Metacrazy said ICC, International Criminal Courts. Okay, so that could be something here. But I also see something about healthcare, like Ace of Cups. I feel like there may be another option or a new option offered up for healthcare. It might actually be helpful for some people. I'm surprised. I thought it was going to go bad. I feel like maybe medication will get a little bit more affordable here. Because there's something about how like Trump lost a lot of those like bigger influence friends because he's humbler or something. So it's like he doesn't need to like make policies that kiss the ass of the rich friends, because the rich friends aren't there anymore. So like certain corporations that controlled or made it so that policies played their way in the past, it's no longer doing that. And it's not by design, it's by accident, because everything to Trump, I feel like in this situation, is based on friendships. It's not based on policy, how is this going to affect this person, that person. It's based on friendships, it's based on social. And I feel like socially, just because he doesn't have any money anymore and he has a bad reputation, and you know, he doesn't have enough money to hang out with the rich kids anymore, his policies are now actually, I feel like he's even gonna have less involvement. Like, he might even have less involvement in deciding what happens. Like, he might give it up to the team, I heard. And the team is actually like people that went to school for like this, like doing this type of stuff, like for law and stuff like this. And so it's gonna be a little more balanced and less mentally ill, I heard. Because he's all based on friends. But by accident, it kind of works out for the people. What we will be witnessing, honestly, is a giant party, like a giant social interactions, almost a reality show, but with world leaders. And that's what it honestly is. And it's like he lost his rich kid pass. And so things are like, I heard like the policies are balancing out, taxes balancing out, things are actually balancing out to actually work out for normal people finally. Like, nothing is, so that's why I see something about, like, I heard like big pharma or like medications or something like this, there's like a little bit less like power being given to certain companies. I heard Tower of Babel. I don't know if that's what it's called. I don't even remember what that's about. But that could be significant. Blah 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 blah. And I'm hearing people go blah 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 on this tower. Blah 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 blah. Like, speaking, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. 5 of Cups. I also heard George Bush. I don't know why. That's really random. George Bush comes up. George Bush and Tower Babel. Blah, 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 blah. 5 of Cups fell on the floor when I said that. I heard, oh my gosh. I heard stock market crash. I heard mini crash. 5 of Cups. I don't know why I said Tower of Babel and stock market, and I don't know how stonks work. I don't know how the stonks, I don't know if you know what that meme is, stonks. I don't know how stocks work, but something about a small crash is happening here. I also heard crypto. I heard go outside, America. And technology. Tech bro. There might be like a weird there might be like a strange program. I don't know if anybody remembers this back in like 2008 when Obama was in presidency. And I remember I was a kid at the time. Or like 2008. Was it 2008? It was like 2011, 2012. Something like this, right? Around that time, there was like, I remember Michelle Obama had like a little program where she was going around to schools and like trying to get kids to be more active. And I remember as a kid when I was watching TV, like I was watching Cartoon Network or something, there was a little sign, there was a little commercial with like Michelle Obama, the first lady at the time, saying like, hey kids, like let's go outside. And it was like they paused the cartoons, like they didn't play any for like a straight 60 minutes, and it said go outside for 60 minutes a day. And I thought that was really interesting, like really weird. Like they literally didn't play any commercials, any shows for like 60 minutes on that channel, and you went outside. And I don't know why I saw that in my mind when I'm hearing, let's go outside, America, and then I'm hearing tech bro, and then I'm hearing like Tower of Babel again. It's something, 5 of Cups, like something about leaving out the tech bros being left out. there's something about technology in the government that's being like they're not investing in certain things anymore, or they're not giving certain companies money anymore. I heard we need to focus on the children. There's like a emphasis on children, or emphasis on the school system, education system. I also heard like loans. I heard like college loan forgiveness here. Something about loan forgiveness, and then I heard grants for like kids. I heard like grants for like people to go to college who have kids. So there's like people on this team that are actually going to make things look a little bit more like up to par to other first world countries, I would say. Especially in education and something to do with like going out, like being active or something like this. But it's all going to be through involvement of like other figures. I don't think the president is going to be like, running around in like, gym wear or anything like that, like openly or making a commercial. I see it more as like just random programs being put out there, just kind of random. I guess they're trying to like, I think it's going to feel like weird or new or especially to some young people, because it's like, I feel like they're going to be emphasizing on like doing things to look like they're helping the people more than outside. Like, so there's some sort of like something to do with this here. I don't know if it's made to look like, what do you call it, like virtue signaling. I don't know if they're virtue signaling or if they're actually going to be about it. But there is a weird focus, not a weird focus, but a newer focus on like the youth here. 5 of Wands. Suddenly I smell shit. It smells like poop. Someone just took a dump. Right, as I said childcare, so something about childcare. I heard like clean up your act, clean up this shit. I also heard something about landfills. Someone's burning rubbish. There's also some sort of like policy about like burning rubbish. This is going to be a lot of things we're not expecting from this presidency. But it's all because like somebody is letting go of the reins, and it's kind of like they're letting other people do it. Like people that actually like went to school and like, I don't know, don't run on emotion or have enough power to. It's like a team of people. So it's less like chaotic as the last time I heard. Five of Cups again. I'm gonna be really honest with you. There's gonna be some people that are really homeless. Because the 5 of Cups and the 5 of Cups, it's almost like 5 of Pentacles. Emotionally homeless. So mental health, there might be a weird thing about mental health going on too. Again, this is like something that like we might see like the government talk about things that we've never seen them talk about before. That we might see like smaller sized countries talk about, like mental illness or mental health. Like we might actually see like government programs about that. Somebody behind the scenes is trying to fix shit. Like, put everything back up the right way on the shelf, I heard. Ace of Swords in the reverse. And it's somebody in the behind the scenes that's been there a long time, like longer than everybody. He's just a social figurehead, literally. Like I said, he's just playing friendship games. Like, who's his best friend, who's not. I don't think he cares, and he just lets the other people deal with it. And that's what these people are doing. They're dealing with it. So, as a nation, I feel like the people will benefit in some ways, but there's gonna be a housing crisis. I'm gonna be real honest with you. Might get a little bit worse. 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, something about the family unit here. Nuclear family, deconstructed. Due to finances. I think it's my neighbors again. My crack neighbors. Ooh, okay, so maybe there's maybe there's something a program is made for like sobriety. You know how they have like you know how like when they put the little ankle monitor on people and you know they're not allowed to do drugs and they have to test them and stuff like that. Like I'm seeing like Trump be kind of on that wave. And I don't know why I'm feeling this, but it's like, why is he putting everybody else on that? So I don't know why. Like, maybe he's genuinely being like monitored, like for his drug intake, and he might actually like for show, I don't know, for show, or just because he's low key like, you know, wants everybody else in his little kingdom to do the same. But like, it's like, there might be like some programs for like addiction that are nationwide, like drug addiction, mental health. It's almost like a large scale community service he's doing. It could be an attempt to regain popularity or trust, especially from people with families with the 10 of Pentacles. Also small business owners. Something about small business owners. He might like give out a grant to people that like own a business or something. It might be small. I don't know if it's gonna be real. Yeah, there's just gonna be a lot of like not weird, but just like a lot of changes, I feel like, that are positive on the surface. They are. It's kind of more like damage control, I feel like. Reputation control. But I feel like also there's something about the housing crisis that we might have to prepare for. Like, it might get really bad in certain states or certain places, the housing problem. Like, a lot of people might go homeless. Yeah. And this might actually force him to actually have to, like, to do something about it. Sorry, I have to go because I think, like, I don't know, it just smells really bad. And I think that's just my sign to go. So, I hope you guys like that reading. I don't know if I picked up on anything properly. Like I said, I've been very detached from the media and things to do with politics for like probably 4 years now, the last 5 years. I don't know what the hell's been going on. Maybe even before that. So I hope I didn't like say anything wrong. But if you picked up on anything through my reading, or if you have any idea about like what I might have picked up on, I would really appreciate if you put it in the comments. Let me know what your take on what I said is. What do you think who I might have been picking up on, or what you think I was getting around there. I thought it was pretty interesting, so I hope that whatever I said, brought some sort of entertainment or information to somebody out there. This is for entertainment purposes only, as I said. Like, and I know there's some people out there worried, about our future, and I hope that that kind of eased a little bit of some tension there. But I'm gonna go now. If you really like that, I'd really appreciate if you leave a like to let me know I'm doing my job properly. Or if you would want to leave a comment, like I said, sharing, your side of your opinion on this, I'd really appreciate it. I always love to see what people have to say, what people think of the things I bring up, how it downloads to them. If you feel called to donate, you can hit me up in my little cash tag in the description. If you would like to book a personal reading or private reading with me, you can hit me up in my email at jungleintuitive@gmail.com. Okay, well, thank you so much, guys, for joining me today. It was really fun reading this. This is really, it was really weird reading. It was really interesting. I'm gonna go now, but I hope you guys have a lovely rest of your day, and I think I'll be seeing you guys on here again for a collective reading, possibly tonight since it's a Friday, or tomorrow. I'm very tired, so I'm gonna try to catch up on my sleep right now or something before I come back on again. But anyways, I hope you guys like that and it touched on some things. I'm gonna go now. But anyways, peace.